Chapter 12, Kowloong Metropolis, Part 1. Sounds of petrels trickle through the air, but the singers themselves remain unseen. Their instrumental chirps lighten the atmosphere. Yo, is that a shark over there? Cap, lend me your scythe for a sec. How many times have I told you, Conley? Be patient and prudent while on standby. But hey, even the gray ravens are roosting over there. Conley points to where Liv and Lucia are standing. Lucia, as always, is carefully studying the surroundings. Liv, on the other hand, seems a bit excited by the sight of the sea. On an unrelated note, Pulao gifted Lucia the stage costume from before. Liv is leaning against the ledge, one hand on the taffrail, the other stretching out to the sea as if fishing for something. At Lucia's hint, Liv notices the gaze from everyone. A blush slowly creeps over her petrified face. See, even the gray ravens are chilling and having a good time. Cap, we should take a break too. Until the ship reaches the shore, we cannot let our guard down. Covenant, could you please keep your people on their toes? Yeah, I guess we should get ready. Thank you. Et tu, Commandant. I am terribly sorry. We're still fixing up the previous system malfunction, so we cannot dock just yet. We hope you are doing okay on the ship. The figure walking over is Yaza, a member of Kowloong crew. Once an enemy, but after the death of Villiers, she confessed her wrongdoings, even offering to make up for it. Well, at least this time we're not surrounded by enemies, so that's a plus. I suppose you're done getting things back in order on the ship. Only halfway or so. Pulao and the others are still busy patching things up. I came here to check if you needed anything. Well, in that case, let's talk about something that's on top of everyone's mind. You're absolutely sure we're headed for that city, right? Yes, the ship will return to its true course as soon as the system comes back online. You will see the real Kowloong soon. What kind of place is it? An urban fortress where cultural relics and important technologies are preserved. Have you made contact with Kowloong since you restored the system? Say, reporting to them about your return? About that. Hey, don't pause on that. The place can't be usurped like the ship or something, can it? That would be an unlikely scenario. It is only that our messages are all met with silence. I don't mean to offend, but I'd assume you wouldn't make an elementary mistake like messing up the channel frequency. Naturally, we matched up everyone's database to reconfirm. The frequency is correct. If that is indeed the case, then something must be going on at our destination.
Lady Yaza, we found a usable port.
A sudden message from the loudspeaker interrupts the conversation and draws everyone's attention to the port the ship is approaching. Looks like a thorough investigation is in order. Might I ask for your squad's assistance, Grey Raven's Commandant? What do you think, Lucia? It's not safe to split up. Commandant, we should go with Chrome and his team. An almost animalistic siren peals through the ship, drowning out everyone's voices and the jitters of the crewmates.
Docking time.
As soon as the ship docks, everyone aboard rushes ashore. Yet, sensing the uncanny air, the Kowloong crew shouts and stops the stampede. Not a single soul is at the port. No sailors, no mechanoids. Something is afoot. The same thought flickers through everyone's minds. After discussing it with the others, all of you reach a consensus and agree to Chrome's plan, which is to send an elite squad to scout the area before doing anything else. Setting off from the port and walking a long distance, a wall shows up, towering before everyone. Is this a city wall? Let's ignore the size of that thing first, but something strange is clearly bubbled around the city. And it's glowing. Is it a shield of some sort? A rough scan suggests that the city is surrounded by an extremely powerful signal jammer, along with a layer of virus filter. As for what's wrapping around that tower, it appears to be some kind of light barrier. Signal jammer. That explains how it's staying off-grid. To think there exists an earthbound faction that matches Babylonian tech. So what now? Do we go in? We're going in, alright. I'm just a little concerned about the situation. What situation? On our way here from the port, we haven't seen a single person. The port must have been deserted for a reason. And yet, on the surface, the city looks well preserved, enormous but fully functional. Not to mention the detector on the wall, which has been monitoring us since we got here. Talk about getting on my nerves. Hey, anybody in there? Hello? You're watching us, right? Instead of shouting yourself hoarse, shall we just enter and see for ourselves? Yaza, if you're here, what about the others on the ship? Given the circumstances, I figured it'd be best if I lead you into the city. Are you volunteering to be our guide? Only because I need your help too. Even I can't be sure what's going on in there. We won't make any progress standing here. Let's go in. Silent, still, but alive. The stagnant city greets you with neat rows of commercial buildings and streets lined with glittering newish-looking goods. But still not a soul to be seen. Liv, have you detected any biosignals? Or for that matter, any mechanical frequencies? No, not within my scanning range. As for machines, only some terminals. Nothing automatic. How could this be? Where has everyone gone off to? Maybe the corrupted already stomped through the place and... Impossible. The streets would have been ransacked if the corrupted had been here. Besides, this city is protected by a fully functioning filter. And a short scan suggests that the viral density in this area is incredibly low. Then how do you explain this ghost town?
Not much to explain. I relocated the residents to the core area.
Who goes there? Who's speaking? Commandant, up there!
Babylonians, a circus of Cretans, as expected. I am Chu, the leader of Kowloong Corp.
The real Chu? Aren't you supposed to be...
Dead? Well, let me tell you the truth. Over the years of Kowloong's development, I became its leader. Then Villiers impersonated me. He sneaked off with a copy of Huashu and activated Plan B, the KCC vessel the Niter. And the rest is history. Villiers grew attached to the copied system, and his indiscretion eventually led to the demise of them both. Huashu came up with the plans for the city and the ship. And yet, in their sordid little parallel, the other Huashu met such a pathetic end. What a disgrace to Kowloong.
The real leader of Kowloong. Lady Chu, may I ask what really happened in the city?
Yaza, you have the cheek to come back after you slunk off with Villiers?
I fell for the other Lady Chu's vision. But the situation now, Lady...
Now, Kowloong does not require you anymore. I appreciate you bringing the ship back in one piece, but you are no longer part of Kowloong.
What?
You and those on the ship used to be part of Kowloong, but after what you people went through out there, your mentality has changed. If I order you to attack Babylonia right now, will you do it? Will those on the ship do it?
We have no intention to fight.
Your intention is not my concern.
I understand if you don't take kindly to Babylonia, but those people on the ship, they want to come home badly. Are you really going to abandon them?
I've abandoned plenty of things in my life, and those people are but another addition to that list. Besides, they'll be the safest on the ship.
Is that why you relocated the residents in this city?
I'm amazed by how poorly informed you Babylonians are. Very well then, this info is on the house. The Ascendants are planning to attack us with an army of corrupted. Soon, this place will become a battlefield, and everything outside of the light wall will be devoured by those filthy corrupted. We did pick up corrupted activity earlier, but they're targeting this place?
President!
Sorry, it's an emergency. Using it as a relay for now. Ah, the President of Babylonia has sent. Never expected we'd meet like this. Allow me to apologize for the lack of decorum. It has been quite hard to contact you, what with the signal jammer and all. But enough about that. Are you certain of the Ascendant's plans? You're the leader of Babylonia. Is your dome piece for show? So, what they're really after is the Gestalt tech in your hands, Huashu.
Huashu is a Gestalt? By Gestalt, do you mean...
Yep, the same Gestalt that's in Babylonia. Its computational power is why we can survive so long in space. And here in Kowloong, there's an AI system called Huashu that stems from the same source as that Gestalt.
If something so important falls into the Ascendant's hands...
Babylonia will be imperiled, which is why I propose that we join you in defending. Proposal denied.
Huh? But why?
Kowloong has its own powers and its own rules. We will determine the fate of Earth on our own. And we do not require any assistance or meddling from anyone. Be it from Babylonia or the Ascendants.
The Siren. Commandant, a large number of enemies detected. We're ambushed. Calmly. Been waiting for this. Ready to engage on your mark. No, we're falling back.
People of Kowloong, fight off the invaders.
Protect Kowloong. Down with the invaders. The enemies are closing in. And they're all constructs. Constructs? You must be kidding me. Commandant, time to pull back. Do not fully engage, Strikehawk. Let's get out of the city. Okay, Strikehawk, you'll be the vanguard. We'll bring up the rear in our retreat. How could this be? Now isn't the time to be emotional. Let's leave. Our enemies are construct squadrons. Don't lose your focus. More of them are coming up ahead. We can't let them surround us. Hurry! There's too many of them. More enemies above. Everyone, watch yourselves. Wait, they've dropped their pursuit. Whatever, let's just get out of here. Just located Strikehawk and Grey Raven. They lost the enemies. Tell them to be on standby and wait there for further instructions. Understood. These Kowloongers must have lost their mind. First, they reject our proposal to fight against our common enemy, and now they're attacking us? Flexing their muscles, I guess. Utterly vain and stupid. Now that your negotiation failed, time to step back and let me take the helm. I'm going to dispatch an elite squad to bring back that AI to keep it from falling into Ascendant hands. That will only lead to more conflicts with Kowloong. You got any better idea? You don't seriously expect us to sit on our hands waiting for them to defeat the Ascendants, do you? What I'm trying to say is that we should join this war. Do I have to remind you that Kowloong has flatly turned down our alliance proposal? Doesn't mean we can't act on our own. We're gonna go in and defend the weakest parts of Kowloong. That's my plan. As he speaks, Hassan unfurls the map of Kowloong and marks the route Grey Raven just traveled with red circles. You can't be serious, Hassan. It'd be a huge area to cover. Do I look like I'm joking? For this fight? No. This war? I'm going to be at the front lines. Celica. Yes, President. Spread the word. Gather everyone available. Tell them to cease all current tasks except the priority S ones and redeploy them to Kowloong for this defense campaign. What about the supply line? Set up a large base like the one we use in field operations. We only need to ensure access to emergency supplies. Nicola, if I put you in charge of Babylonia while I'm away, will that be fine? Why go to such lengths to help an organization that refuses to partner with us? We have to. I don't want to miss another chance. I'm sure you can understand that, Nicola. If we're going to fight a war, we need to mobilize every resource we have, Hassan. My thoughts exactly. Some time earlier, in an Arctic land, a fisher, burdened by a bulging bag of tools, is trudging forward in the snow. Ahead of him is the port shared by members of the Arctic Route Union, with a couple ships lazing nearby. A group of sailors are huddled around a furnace-like heating device, chatting away. The fisher strides up to them and shouts in his signature booming voice, "Oi, we sailing today!" His deafening voice dusts snow off the trees and draws the sailors' attention. The words evidently reach them, but the fisher is met with a no gesture by an annoyed-looking sailor. Aye, aye, come on, let's sail today. The fisher is aware of the gesture, but he continues on and joins in with the sailors. Ah, won't do. You keep saying that over and over. How long you having your vacation? We ain't slacking, mate. Why else do you think we're here? Straight. Why even are y'all here if you ain't getting packed for sea? The fisher flares up at the sailors. The winds are stable to the point that staying on land is blasphemy. The sea, the fishes call. We have them Babylonian balonies now. Just jab one of them serums if it gets all viral like. Come on, let's board. Ugh. For the last time, no sailing today. The fisher was shaking and rattling the sailor. Unable to take it anymore, the sailor stands and tries to reason with the fisher. I don't know why your fishers ain't sharing pipes with one another, but we've been repeating it. It corrupted in the sea. There's always corrupted there, and we have them big fat cannons on the ship. Just listen. The corrupted in the sea's been hiving it up, getting all feisty like. And since whatever, them stray red eyes been banding all together in one place. Stray reddies? Even those from the no-man zones? Yeah, for some reason they all dived somewhere. Dunno where they be headed, but they're relaying it through the sea air. Hearing the sailor, the fisher begins to realize the gravity of the situation. He pulls at the tools tilting from his back and slings them astern. We gonna be safe here? At least for now they're not trying to land. Simply shoveling it up here before going somewhere else. So them corrupted's getting fewer around here, eh? When they're done swarming it all up in the seas, then we should be safe to go? I guess. It won't be possible. Interrupting the conversation is a spear-wielding centaurus, followed by a group of her kind. Just like the fisher, they are bearing bags. Oh, forest guards. There ain't any of them corruptos here, eh? Astonished by the presence of the humanoid hybrid constructs, the fisher asks inquisitively, curious as to why they are here. The corrupted are all in the sea. We're here for something else. You mean? We don't know when the corrupted will be back, but this much we know. Nothing good will come out of it if they gather up. So, can we borrow your ships, sailors? You tailored them, Red Eyes? Yes, to find out what they're up to. I have a bad feeling about this. What do we do, Cap? The sailor turns to ask the man who has stayed silent all this time. The man ponders, his eyes darting between his ships and the forest guards. I can lend you the ships, but on one condition. Diana furrows her eyebrows at the captain's response. She falters a little, but she quickly hides her expression. We don't have much to offer in exchange, if it can go cheaper. Not for this, no. The captain loudly interrupts Diana in a sullen voice. An embarrassed look crosses Diana's face. Because we're sinners? Puh, you think I still care about that? You can have the ship, sink it, whatever, but all of you must come back here in one piece. That's my condition. Diana's consternation quickly gives way to joy. She holds the captain's big stretched out hand. Thank you. We promise to hold up our end of the bargain. Alright then. Boys, Give them the keys. And get your stinky laundry off the ships. Wait, Captain, are we not going with them? We can't fight. We'll only hold them back if we go, that I'm sure of. Alright then, move it. Following the captain's command, the sailors swing to action. Even the fisher, still in a daze, joins the effort. The forest guards murmur between themselves. Didn't know their attitude toward us had changed so much. Which is all the more reason for us to find out what the corrupted are up to. Not only to protect ourselves, but also to protect this place. We'll board the ships as soon as they're ready. Forest guards, prepare to set sail. Understood. Rosetta, I know you'd do the same thing. Report. We drove those Babylonians out of the security area. Good. But they're not showing signs of backing down. The monitoring device suggests that they're even planning to make camp in the outer part of the city. Lady Chu, should we launch another attack? That won't be necessary. They're only here to defend against the Ascendants. So are we going to join forces with them? I don't see them as our ally. We'll deal with them when the time is right. Understood. So they too will be our enemy. Is that what I should tell the others? Yes, and be quick about moving the artifacts and the other exhibits. Speed up the data relocation to the core facility within the walls. We're already on it, Lady Chu. Now that all major factions have gathered here, we need a change of plans. What a dump. The Ascendants quietly set foot in the city, but the area they find themselves in has long been abandoned by Kowloong. Clingers to the old world they are. They've been preserving not only local artifacts, but also museum relics from other cultures, or so I've heard. Never saw the point of that, though. The value of a collection is defined by the collector. Outsider eyes and words matter not. Is that one of the lines in that book of yours, Gabriel? Yes, Miss Luna. You'd have to lend that book to me someday. The corrupted slowly make their way through the opening and gather behind the Ascendants, praying, worshipping, waiting. They know not what it is to befall. They know only that they follow orders. Quite pitiful numbers, but sufficient. Alpha turns her gaze to Roland, then to Gabriel and to Lamia. They reach a mutual agreement. Gabriel and I will stay together. Lamia, you do what you do best and find a way inside the city. Huh? I have to be on my own? Miss Luna? Please, Lamia? The idea of going solo seems to have frightened Lamia, but Luna only answers her plea of help with a gentle smile. Okay. That's settled then. Take your fleet of corrupted and move out. Luna is gazing into the distance. Alpha commands the other three in her place. Tourism! How exciting! Miss Luna, do wait for my good news. I need a manual for how to work with these people. The three leave with the corrupted and silence takes over. Luna nudges toward Alpha. Sister, just for a little longer. Like this. As long as you want. I see. 'Twas a really close call back there in the space station then. Mr. Watanabe, I thought you were going to ram right into that virus ball. Same here. That was the plan, too. It's still a bit early, but we've gotten enough rest. Might as well set off. At the train station, a group of people in windbreakers are sorting their belongings, unfazed by the corrupted remains scattered on the ground. Didn't expect you to contact me. You removed Hassan or something?
If he's that easy, I'd be at the helm, not contacting you for seconds here. You people are ready, I hope?
Yeah. Just for the record, we aren't cooperating with you. We're only doing this because the Ascendants and the corrupted are mankind's common enemies.
Call this whatever you like, as long as you pull your weight.
So, how do we get to that Kowloong place? You gave us the coords, but we don't have any flyers left after the space station.
That's why I had you rally here.
Ah, I see. You got Actilec as well. As Watanabe is trying to figure out Babylonia's agenda, a speeding train pulls into the station. Before it comes to a complete stop, two constructs, Changyu and Sophia, jump off. You know, we've been frequent trade partners, but this is my first time seeing the Forsaken boss in person. Nice to meet you, old man. I'm not your old man. Changyu, you have to hold your tongue like what Jamila said. You'll hurt his feelings. I apologize on behalf of my two bodyguards. They're not very good with words. So that's how it is? Actilec's in cahoots with Babylonia and getting all prickly about us Forsakens, all thanks to that little train rendezvous. 'Twas a diplomatic joke to lighten the mood. Surely you understand, right?
A bunch of rotten schemers you all are. I said it before and I'll say it again. You people should be rounded up and ruled with force.
Then you'll have to redeploy some of your troops in Kowloong to keep us in place.
Anyhow, if you'll excuse me, I still have to attend to my commander duties. Please hold up your end of the bargain and send reinforcements to Kowloong.
Nicola. Quite the polar opposite of Hassan, Interesting. Well then, Mr. Watanabe, leader of the Forsaken, listen. All carriages starting from number 5 are yours to use. Since we're short-handed at the moment, you'll have to move the equipment by yourselves. Is this another joke of yours? What's with a bunch of corrupted on the back of the carriage? Ah, must be the weather. Well, since you have nothing better to do right now, could you help clean the carriage? You did hitch a ride after all. Sophia, Changyu, let's get back in the train. Understood. What do we do now, Mr. Watanabe? What else? Grab your stuff. Let's get cleaning. Mr. Watanabe, stay vigilant. These heteromer cubes are all potential threats. If I'm right, there must be quite a few corrupted around here, linked to these cubes. They must be the remains of that gravity core. They're adapting to Earth's environment. Cap, what was that explosion? Must be the corrupted self exploding, but it doesn't seem to be doing much to the Kowloong walls. The sounds of explosions are even reaching Strikehawk's position. Tasked with defense and non-vanguard duty, the two can only stay put and be on standby. If their doors are so flimsy, those shut-ins wouldn't be so arrogant as to turn down our help. The other squad dispatched here, Cerberus, arrives. Yet, only one member could be seen. She strolls unhurriedly toward the two Strikehawk agents, as if the ongoing war does not concern her in the slightest. We've been waiting for you, Cerberus. What was the holdup? Oh, Chrome, good Capitan. Do I really have to answer that question? Redeployment orders are supposed to be executed without delay. Hold on a sec. Where are your other two members? They're supposed to be here with you. Vera's two teammates are nowhere to be seen, but Chrome's well-guarded observation does nothing to the devil-may-care smile on Vera's face.
Of course we know about the rules. You got a problem with us not following them? Then why don't we duke it out here, huh? Yes, man?
Why are you on comms? Are you nearby? You aren't even here. I'll do the duking if you really feel the need for it.
Oh, hey, I read about you, big stick guy. Another dude's living inside you, eh? And you smell positively delectable. Interesting. Makes me wanna...
Don't even. For the last time, don't leave your post. What post? You have another mission. Maybe yes, maybe no. Given the situation, having all three of us here is quite pointless anyway. I mean, 3 to fight better than 1. Before Strikehawk can continue prodding at Cerberus' recklessness, another quake draws everyone's attention to the sky.
Enemy incoming. Above.
Following the warning from the comms, a swarm of jet-boosted corrupted fly into the city. Some of them land where the 2 squads are. Chrome, these are not ordinary corrupted, are they? Looking at these black corrupted, Conway is reminded of those heterovers he and his team saw back in space. Chrome's nod confirms his guess. The Ascendants found themselves some new toys. How nice. Noctis, 21. Prepare to engage on your end.
Roger.
Let's do this, Conway. There must be an Ascendant behind this assault. What are you planning on doing? Too many questions, Mr. Thirst. Well, you can have the floor here. Ta-ta. Whoa, what's going on with the shaking? The tremors are coming from above? Captain, is it just me, or is it getting more claustrophobic in here? A trap, huh? It's starting up again. Concentrate. There are still enemies around. Oh, it's done squishing down on us. Haha. No, it's building up speed and accelerating. Cap, it's gonna fall! Don't just gape there, run! Gabriel, how fares thee?
Not much progress. Kowloong is more powerful than we thought. And as far as I can tell, Lamy is having trouble as well. Hey, I can speak for myself. Why am I getting bullied even on the comms? Sorry, I did not intend to offend.
Don't mind her. Let's do a sit-rep to make sure we're all on the same page. Alpha and Miss Luna will be resting near where we met up, and will likely not join us. They might meet some stray resistance, but not much.
Indeed. Only the 3 of us are required. The mere presence of Miss Luna and Alpha is already more than helpful in inhibiting the enemies.
Anyway, though Kowloong stays still silent, more and more of their toy soldier factas are getting deployed. It's only a matter of time before our temporarily enhanced corrupted get destroyed.
I take it you have a plan?
Since Kowloong's constructs don't have invert devices, we take advantage of our abilities as Ascendants and spread as much of the virus as possible. When we have the place all fogged up, they'll become our little puppets.
We have been spreading the virus from the start. The effect might still take a while to show.
Which is why, until then, we stay on the defensive and play for time. That's the safest strategy.
That might contradict Miss Luna's plan. Though I do agree with your suggestion. So what else are you trying to do, Gabriel? I will mount an attack and spread the virus at the same time. You two should act as you both see fit. We just agreed on what to do, and then he just DC'd and went straight to it? Such a doer.
That's just how he is. Lamia, don't slack off just because Gabriel's doing more than his share. We can't hold out for long without Cerberus. Captain, any luck in contacting them? We have a channel linked, but it's radio silence over there. Don't know what's going on in their heads. Kowloong is saying that they must have their own plans. Kowloong, you can even converse with them now? Well, it's kind of like talking to a wall most of the time, but every once in a while he does give me some tips. Tips? Here's one. Ready your weapons. We'll take care of the enemies, then try to get to high ground. Understand, Comley? Yuppity yup. Cap, now that I got the time to look around, it's actually pretty cool in here. Spare that for later. Just move. Oh, by the way, I snagged this on our way out. Stow it away somewhere first. We might find it useful later. Damn! I'd be a Conway pancake if one of those dough rollers run me over. I see some platforms around the sides. Let's advance using them as temporary shelters. Hey Chrome, those are Kowloong constructs, right? They are surrounded. Let's help them. Beware of the flames rising from the floor. Move quickly, but with caution. Never thought I'd be rescued by some Babylonians. But I won't take you as our allies just yet. We have all the time to fight after the war, but right now there are more important things to worry about. Monster. Kowloong, Babylonia. An abrupt tremor seizes everything, rendering members of both factions all paralyzed on the floor. I will pray for you. The culprit, Gabriel, saunters down this littered path. His black-clad figure casts an enormous shadow on the ground, but his footsteps remain soundless. Gabriel is more than aware that the constructs are still conscious. His attack only partially disabled their functions. The constructs are all struggling to get on their feet, trying to exact their revenge. Yet that is more than enough. Gabriel would not kill unless necessary, not in the least, but he would not hesitate to do it for Luna. For Gabriel, Luna is a symbol of the world spirit, the whole, something he would give his all to defend. This light wall must be some kind of protective shield. Gabriel stops before the light wall, hoping to find a way through it. As thin as the wall seems, Gabriel knows better than to take it lightly. Goddamned corrupted! The corrupted that followed Gabriel into the city are tied up with the remaining squads. Summoning the corrupted over might complicate things, so Gabriel turns his gaze instead to a construct that is glaring at him. Sorry. What are you doing, you degenerate freak? A monstrous hand reaches out from Gabriel's overcoat and plucks the construct up. Ignoring the construct's curses, Gabriel studies the light wall. Then, finally confirming the fatal spot, he rams the construct into the wall. The Like a toddler abusing a toy, Gabriel slams the construct over and over at the light wall. Very quickly, he realizes the true nature of the light wall. It is a force field made of light, serving a defensive purpose as well as an offensive one. The spasming, scorched construct in his hand is the evidence. I see. Then this shan't be difficult. Greater force can create an aperture and then the laser generating components can be destroyed from within. With that, Gabriel tosses aside the broken construct and aims his hand at the light wall. More explosions, Captain! That came near the core area. Is the wall being attacked by the corrupted? Let's go there and find out. Yeah, we'll take the shortest path. All teams from C to H head to the west entrance. Remember, do not enter Kowloong's security area or you'll be attacked. What about the support force? The supply line needs to be flexible. Every squad will have a support force agent acting as a go-between. Any more questions? Everyone seems nervous. Me too. Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm a little afraid. But I'm not going to let it show in front of you and the others. As time passes, more and more construct squads land in the area in response to President Hassan's call to arms. Meanwhile, all sorts of combat facilities are being set up near the port. Though battle-hardened, none have been in a war of such a scale. A mix of nervousness and excitement quickens everyone's steps. We're up against not regular corrupted or just one ascendant, but a well-disciplined army. We would stand a better chance if Kowloong agreed to ally with us. Let's give it another shot at convincing Lady Chu. Make her see our side of things. You know full well that's not possible. I suggest you stick to the plan and defend our rear. The area behind us is covered with field operation facilities, and so is unlikely to become a battlefield. Still, there's no telling what will happen. But this is our home. We should be the ones fighting at the front lines. The rear lines matter as much as the front lines. Thank you. If that's the case, then we shall follow it. You can count on us to keep the rear safe. Grey Raven, right? Your squad R. Please head to the east entrance when you're ready. Okay, what's the situation now? All the squads are in position. Now all we need to do is to build as many defense facilities as possible before the enemy gets here. Do you think we stand a chance? I think we do. Otherwise the president wouldn't have summoned all of us here. Plus, Kowloong seems to still be hiding a lot of constructs. We should have the upper hand against the corrupted. So the key hinges on us defeating the Ascendants. Anyway, I've sent the route map to your commandant. Check it for yourself. Oh, there you are. Vera, dressed differently than usual, suddenly shows up amid the crowd. From the ID and the design, the outfit seems to be her actual combat frame. Vera? What are you up to this time? Nothing. I'm just checking on you after I saw the dangerous thing Asimov prepared for you on his plane. Oh? No reaction? I see, so you don't know. Guess that little toy remains just a little toy. Shame. Vera, get to the point. Maybe I'll tell you if you live through this. Get lost. I can't wait to meet the other Cerberus members. How do they stomach this woman? Well, at least she left peacefully. Commandant, let's leave and get to our destination. Right, focus on the war against the Ascendants. If only Vera could direct her hostility toward our common enemy. Hold on, just one thing before we go. Did we miss something? No, nothing like that. Guys, can you extend your hand like this? Okay. Why? I'll explain shortly. Hold out your hand and let's form a circle. Could you do that for me? Like this. Either hand is fine, right? Yes, that'll do. At Liv's request, everyone holds out their hand, forming the shape of a 4-leaf clover. I've never tried this before too, so please stay still, everyone. Then Liv takes a marker out of her medical bag and slowly draws a strange pattern on the back of everyone's hands. This is a smiley face. The lines might be a bit shaky, but you can tell what it is. This smiley face represents our belief that we will always be together no matter what happens. It's a symbol that... Huh? Sound of explosions from every direction. Kowloong, Liv, Lee, we gotta hurry and get to our destination. And the war begins, heralded by the sounds of explosions. Who fired first? Who marched first? They no longer matter. All that matters is that the war has begun. We need to get to the meeting point. That seems to be one of the entrances that the corrupted used. You're badly wounded. How do you feel? No problem at all. I just need a break. You keep going where you need to be. Don't worry about me. You must go. What's this? Looks like some first aid tool Kowloong left here. Might come in handy. That's... We found it downstairs. Do you feel better now? Saw through my little guys, huh? Thanks, Grey Ravens. There are more enemies up ahead. Let me help you. They're really putting on the heat. We must get there as soon as possible. Soon after the beginning of the war, the outer ring of the city has already descended into chaos. The cacophonous shrieks of the corrupted and the clang of weapons are the only things that fill the air. At first, the Babylonia squads were having little trouble fending off the corrupted, but then they began swarming in. The corrupted grew in numbers, and things got out of control. If only I still had a weapon. So this is it. These two constructs have been separated from their squad. Overwhelmed by the onslaught of the corrupted, they broke loose from their formation and were chased to a street corner. Don't you dare give up, you morons! A corrupted is about to attack the two constructs when a slab of rebar reinforced concrete sends it flying into the air. The two find themselves stunned before realizing that they were saved. Looking in the direction from which the slab soared, they see an imposing woman running over. She helps them up and starts checking their wounds. Thank you. May I ask who you are? I'm the leader of one of the squads in the support force. You can call me Bridget. Support force? You call those bronze of yours support? The word support force induces innumerable questions in the two constructs. As far as constructs know, the support force is made up of rank-and-file soldiers or new recruits. That a construct as powerful as Bridget can be a member of the support force is beyond their wildest dreams. Well, somebody's got to do the support work around here. Bridget seems to have been used to questions like this. She tinkers with the constructs as she replies. Yeah, fair point. The two constructs half nods, hazily. Right after fixing them up, Bridget hurries off. Boss, Grey Raven and some of the squads have arrived at the interception point. Now let's hurry and move on to the next reinforcement location. Support here yet? Divide yourselves into 2 teams. One will set up the defenses while the other engages the enemies. More corrupted incoming. Just us against that entire horde? As long as we are together, there's nothing to fear. Hold your line. Yes, we have arrived at the defense point of the civilian district. The situation isn't looking good. The corrupted have already... Damn it! Hold your line! Watch the surroundings! Are you the support force? Yes, I'm Bridget, one of the squad leaders of the SF. Sorry, didn't expect them to come so fast. I'm the leader of the Vanguard Squad E. Thanks for your assistance. Let's get through this together. Jitter bombs detected. Fire! Jitter bombs detected. Fire! All intruders must be exterminated. These bastards, they are attacking anyone that's not one of them. Your assistance is much appreciated. We managed to suffer only minimum losses. We can defend this place a bit longer after some rest, but don't push yourselves too hard. Ugh, I will never fall. Sure. The construct holds up his shield, but it proves useless against Alpha. Her blade sifts through the air, and the very next instant, the construct is already in 2 pieces. Don't panic. It's just one enemy. Circle around her, now. Roger. The sight of their fallen comrades do not dishearten the constructs. Instead, it seems to be inspiring the others. Heeding their leader's command, the constructs quickly surround Alpha. This white-haired ascendant is the target of their mission, and the constructs are ready to do anything to defeat her. Go! At their leader's cue, the constructs ready their weapons for a concerted assault and close in on Alpha. Die! Unfazed in the slightest, Alpha merely twists her blade in one minimal flourish before returning it to its sheath. Like their comrades before them, their fate is sealed the moment they met Alpha. Not a single explosion. The cut has steered clear of the volatile core components of the constructs. Their metallic frames groan before crumbling to the ground, and life becomes matter. A predestined result. Chance plays no part. This is the Ascendant Alpha. Any surviving squads? Confirming now. I don't think it's necessary at this point. All wiped out. Alpha senses the arrival of the belated guests. Grey Raven. I was wondering if I'd ever see you again. Alpha, what do you have to gain from slaughtering your own kind? My own kind? Interesting way to put it, Lucia. Lucia inches toward Alpha cautiously, blade in hand. Alpha calmly smiles off this encroaching threat. Are they not? Those constructs you cut down there, they were your comrades, our comrades. Why did you become like this? Answer me, Lucia. Huh? I knew it. Lucia's exclamation answers a question that has long been hanging on everyone's mind. Some time ago, Lucia has already realized that Alpha is another Lucia. When did you find out? And do you ask of me or yourself, Lucia? During the time in the Arctics, I already knew that I wasn't the real me. And fighting with you again, I realized that. Your moves, the way you handle your blade, you are the real Lucia, aren't you? Commandant, we must stop the corrupted here from advancing further. If we occupy this bridge, we can bottleneck their advance. Lucia, you. Don't fight alone anymore. I won't. Lee, Liv, ready your weapons. Lucia, I thought you'd grow under that commandant. I did. But not enough, Lucia. Commandant, we have lots of heteroamers coming in. Lamia's work. Sloppy as always. I'll fall back for now. We got this. Just focus on the enemies in front of you, folks. Very well then. Both the corrupted and the constructs are gone. Nothing stands in our way now. Don't let me down again, Lucia. My shots aren't connecting with her. Wait, could she be... You take on my face, you take on my blade, you take on my voice, yet you still speak words I've long since left behind. You had your chance. Lucia! Now die. Unlike the clean and merciless cuts, Alpha tears through Lucia's body with something that almost hints at emotion. Her blade dances in the air amid a crescendo of anguished moans. Upon sheathing the blade, Alpha kicks Lucia onto the ground. Ignoring the danger around, you dash forward and catch the nigh-broken Lucia in your arms. Her arms do not manage to mitigate the fall. A cloud of dust is whipped up from the impact. Commandant. A quick check on Lucia's condition confirms your worries. She has been damaged beyond repair. Her body has been completely mangled by the slashes. An intricate mass of mechanical fiber and circulation liquid oozes out of Lucia's frame uncontrollably. Are you okay? My voice module is still functional. I managed to protect my core components. Though her lower torso is already sliced off, Lucia is still trying to shift over, lifting her head to eke out a smile for you. Just like how she pushes herself, as always. But I think I might be... Patch her up, Liv. Lee, cover us while we retreat. Got it. You get out of here with Lucia and Liv. I'll catch up to you soon. Lucia dies here. You won't have it your way. You have your next move in mind, but none of you are any match for Alpha. It would be nigh impossible for the Grey Raven squad to extract out of this place. Even so, sister, can you let her go? From the corrupted horde afoot the bridge emerges a girl, white-haired and tufted with a pair of voluminous twin tails. She reminds you of Alpha. Luna. Lucia, uncertain of which, speaks her name. You and the others realize that this girl in white is the leader of the Ascendants. I'm unsure if I've introduced myself before, but it doesn't matter. As trivial as you all are, you have treated my sister well. My name is Luna, Lucia's younger sister. I direct the actions of Roland and the other Ascendants. Saying so, Luna lets off a half smile that sends chills down your spine. This white-clad girl before you looks straight out of a fairy tale. Despite standing directly before you, she appears dreamier and more unreal than anything in the world. As for the other details, I'm sure you've all gleaned information about me through various means. Are you really Lucia's younger sister? Are you asking if Lucia has a younger sister? Or if I'm truly her younger sister? Well, the answer to both questions is yes, I am Lucia's younger sister. Though, how laughable this is, me introducing myself to a commandant. Since you're Lucia's sister, if you're trying to talk me out of this, save your breath. You will not change my mind even if you hold my sister hostage. Luna, the sister I remembered. Why? Why are you an Ascendant? I wish I could answer that as well, sister. You're still struggling for what you believe in, even when you're 1 foot in the grave. So I'm asking you, sister, can you spare yourself a chance? Luna, I already gave her the chance. Then give me a chance too. I don't want to watch my own sister die, sis. Luna, you may be just a replica, but you're still my sister. Now, let me. Like a benevolent executioner, Luna raises her hand and extracts something out of her body. It crystallizes into a small cube on her palm. Commandant, it's a highly concentrated cube of virus. Take Lucia and go. Sensing danger from the cube, you pull the trigger in a knee-jerk reaction, but the bullet does not connect with the target. Instead, it freezes in the air before Luna. Become an Ascendant too, dear sister. Never! Luna, step back! The moment Luna approaches Lucia, a row of javelins plummets from the sky and cleanly separates the Ascendants from you. The voice is familiar, but you find it difficult to recall its owner in the heat of the moment. And before you know it, the person has already placed herself between you and the Ascendants. Grey Raven, take Lucia and leave. We'll handle things from here. Thank you. You helped us before. We're only returning the favor. Now go! Let's go, Commandant.